Hey Blaine, Coach Kilcrease here. First, just want to thank you for coming to camp. I know myself and the rest of the coaching staff really enjoyed you being there. Um, really enjoyed working with you. Hope you had as much fun as we did and learned a lot of stuff from us. Right now, I'm just going to break down your swing, tell you some things you do a good job with, and also give you a few tips and a few pointers and some things that you need to get better at. So first of all, right here is what I'm looking at when we start our swing. I want to see a good foundation. Okay, so starting with your hips and your feet. From your waist down here is a good foundation. Um, One thing is make sure that our feet stay square. Looks like your front foot's a little open, but that can all be okay as long as when you take your stride, that foot comes back closed. One thing here is your hands are a little low. Okay, we need to get those hands up to about here, and that way we have a good load going into our swing. So I'm going to play this forward a little bit. Okay, right here your hands are in a great position. I like the angle of the barrel. I like the fact that you've got a bend here in your elbow. Okay, that's really good right there. Great bat angle. I like how your weight's back here. Okay, good. And now I just want to see if this foot just comes back down or if your weight goes forward. Okay. What we want to make sure is that weight just stays here. Okay. We want that foot just to come up, come down, and have our weight still going backwards here, staying back on our backside until we're ready to swing. Okay. If you'll notice for me what happened to your weight. Okay, your weight landed, and now we have that angle, a bent front side. Okay, what we want a stiff front side. So we want this leg to be as stiff as can be when we're going to make contact. And then we want this to make an L, the back side. Okay? So what I want to see from here is the path that your bat takes to the ball. What we like to see is that path right there. What we see a lot of is this path. Okay, we call this A. Down here would be B, and this would be C. The quickest way to something is a straight line. Okay, so what we want to do is cut out the B step. So let's see which one you take. Okay, as you notice, you can see right here, this is your barrel. It's kind of blurred, but if you look closely, you can see it. Okay, so your barrel is coming along. It's going to end up on this path right here. Now, what I want you to notice right here is that L we were talking about. Okay, you're in a good position right here, except for your hands. Okay, you got a stiff front side. So, like I was telling you earlier, if you start with your hands a little higher, now you'll get your hands to that position quicker where you don't have to go as far back and then forward. Your hands already be back and you can just attack that ball. Okay. See, we hit that ball and we're rolling over the top of it because we're coming at an angle coming up. The only way you're going to hit that ball is if your timing is perfect and you hit that ball squarely. Whereas if you attack that ball at a downward angle like that, your chances of making good contact every time drastically increase. Okay. Now, if you watch your follow through, that's a really good follow through, except for the fact we only have one hand on the bat. Make sure we keep two hands on the bat at all times. And I just want to play you one now, and I'm not gonna draw lines. I want you to look at it and try to pick out the things I was talking about. Okay, watch your hands. Good on your backside. See this shoulder here? It's dipping down. That means this shoulder went out first. Okay, so let's back it up and make sure when we start our swing, when we're going towards the ball to make contact, we start our swing with our back hip. That'll fire this way, then our hands drop down to a better slot, and then we attack the ball. Notice again you rolled over the top of that one instead of driving through it. It's all a correlation to the way your hand started. So, Blaine, it's Coach Gilcrease again. Main thing I want you to work on is getting your hands in a better position. I wouldn't start them so low. I'd get them a little higher. And that should solve a lot of the problems with rolling over the top of the ball. This is your video analysis. I hope you take it and practice, and look forward to seeing you again at another camp. Thanks.